So for my Challenge 5 project, I designed this machine that would hopefully put holes in said spheres and deposit them out of this little hole right here that's covered up by some sheet metal. Um, the holes would be deposited right here, and this little arrow here is showing off a handle. Now, what these lines indicate is a sort of garage style door that allows me or the machine operator to gain access to the inside of the machine, which is where the functionality comes in. So here's the inner workings of the machine, and I just like to go over them verbally, because I don't believe my sketches really convey my ideas here. So the balls will be loaded into this funnel type um, back area here. Now, what these arrows indicate right here is the spinning of this section by a DC motor, and it would spin via this little pulley, uh, classic belt spinning. And now this part would spin, and the reason why I wanted this to spin is because while all these balls are getting loaded in here, gravity could cause them to get jammed. So I rely on this tumbler here to prevent any jamming and keep the ball flow going as fast as possible. Now right here where this little dot is indicates a hole where the balls would enter in to the main hole making area. As the balls roll this way, they're sucked down into this little divot here by a vacuum. And this negative pressure secures and keeps the ball from moving during during the hole making process. This here is a hydraulic cylinder that once the ball has obtained its hole, it has this little pusher, and it kicks the ball out to roll down and be deposited out the exit hole. For the hole making process, I decided to use heat. So what this is a superheated tip, and this would pierce the plastic sphere. It would then raise and leave behind no chips. It would only leave behind fumes. Where that becomes an issue is in simple ventilation. By allowing those toxic fumes to flow out of the machine freely upward, it would be away from the machine operator, and seeing as how we want to be in contact with this machine as little as possible, it shouldn't really be considered, in my opinion. Now, this little mechanism here is important to the final finish of the ball, and I'll go into further detail of how this works in particular. But when this hot spike pierces the sphere, it would leave behind a little residue.